Eubank Jr. is back. He takes on Kamil Szeremeta. We haven't seen Eubank Jr. since I thought he put in a career best performance against Liam Smith. He's the only man I know that's been called out by everyone from 147 to 168 pounds. Chris, you're back, and it's good to see you back as well. New promotional team, new trainer for this camp as well. On the promotional team, you've chosen boxer. Why?
Why boxer? Because every other promoter out here is a scumbag. That's why. Got Frank Warren behind me, lying and cheating his way through boxing for the last couple of decades. Sued me for a couple $100,000 a few years ago, so obviously I was never going to go with him. Guy's a scumbag. Kamil Szeremeta.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
Kamil Szeremeta had me locked up in a terrible contract for the last few years, squeezing money out of me at every opportunity. Scumbag. Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, they did everything they could to try and make this fight against Conor Ben still go ahead. Still go ahead.
Why did you fight after the red skull?
After knowing that they, that he was on steroids. Scumbags, I would say the only promoter that I know for sure isn't a scumbag is His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh. This is a man who isn't trying to take money from fighters. He isn't trying to use lawyers and accountants to lock fighters up in slave contracts. He's a man of God, he's a man of religion. That's what's most important to the people of Saudi Arabia. He just wants to put the biggest fights on, the best events on, and pay fighters what they're worth. And as a fighter, it's a blessing to be a fighter at this moment in time, because this is the first time we've ever had a promoter like this in the history of boxing. Ben Shalom's a very cool guy too.
Welcome back, Chris. Harmony in the room, as expected. On your opponent choice, Chris, Kamil Szeremeta, I mentioned at the top, we had fighters from 147 to 168 call you out, right? Some big names. Why Kamil?
Because I've been off a year, and this is a solid opponent, 25-2. He's only lost to 2 world champions. It's the perfect fight for me to get back into the ring after a year layoff, build a relationship with Saudi, get out there, get the ring rust off, and then go and knock off all these big names and world titles over the next 12 months.
Kamil, I'll come to you. A couple of big fights that you've been in recent years, Gennady Golovkin, Eubank Jr. as well. Chris Eubank Jr. represents another big fight. Those 2 previous ones you lost, what will be different October 12th?
Witam wszystkich. Po pierwsze chciałbym bardzo podziękować wszystkim organizatorom, którzy przyczynili się do tego, że mogę tu wystąpić.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the promoters, the organizers.
Bardzo cieszę się z tej walki, na pewno bym chciał wykorzystać, aczkolwiek walkę z Chrisem stawiam na najważniejszą walkę w mojej karierze.
I'm really happy I'm here. I can tell you that this fight with Chris will be the most important in my career.
We all saw Chris against Liam Smith in his first fight have some troubles. Have you taken any comfort from that, knowing that he can be hurt? We saw him get knocked down and knocked out. Have you taken any comfort from that?
I didn't get knocked out. I was on my feet and the fight got stopped by the referee. Get your facts straight, please.
Apologies, he's on his feet and the fight was stopped by the referee.
Właśnie po to ciężko trenuję, tak, żeby móc wykorzystać tutaj słabości Chrisa, wejść do ringu, dać siebie wszystko i wygrać tę walkę.
That's why I train hard to find some maybe weakness or weak sides, but I hope I'm going to did my best.
I expect this to be an exciting fight. As I said, it's great to see Eubank Jr. back. Eubank Jr. versus Kamil Szeremeta. Our co-main event is, I think, a very special one in the heavyweight division. The British heavyweight scene, as we know right now, is one of the best scenes in world boxing, and I think we have two guys here that are very, very close to mixing it with the very elite in the division. Their first fight, I think, could be potentially fight of the year, and they go again. I think it isn't round one. I think it's a continuation of the first fight. So I think it's round 13. Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark.